All right, with the temple's structure complete, Solomon now equips with all sacred furnishings, the altars, basins, tables, and lamps used for daily worship. This chapter reveals the beauty and symbolism of each object, showing how every detail reflected God's holiness and provision. Okay, hold on. Okay, the first part of the chapter covers the bronze altar. He made a bronze altar 20 cubits long, 20 cubits wide, and 10 cubits high. This massive altar, about 30 feet square and 15 feet high, was the place of sacrifice where offerings were made for sin and thanksgiving. The altar stood at the entrance, reminding all who came near forgiveness requires atonement. Right? The second part of the chapter covers the molten sea. Solomon made a great basin called the sea, a huge round pool for ceremonial washing. Diameter 10 cubits, which is about 15 feet. Height, 5 cubits, which is about 7.5 feet. Capacity, about 12 gallons, which is about 40,000 liters. Supported by 12 bronze oxen facing in four directions, north, south, east, west. The sea symbolized cleansing and purity, okay? The priests washed before entering the holy place, showing that worship requires purity. The third part of the chapter covers the 10 bronze basins. He made 10 basins for washing and placed 5 on the south and 5 on the north. These were smaller basins used to wash the utensils for burnt offerings. The temple had order and abundance. No part of worship was neglected or left impure. The fourth part of the chapter covers the golden furniture inside the temple. Inside the temple, everything was made of gold. 10 gold lampstands, 5 on the right and 5 on the left, to give light before the inner sanctuary. 10 tables for the bread of the presence. Gold basins, lamps, and utensils. Light and bread, two constant symbols of God's presence and provision, filled with the holy place. Okay, filled the holy place. So the fifth part of the chapter covers the courtyard and doors. Solomon also built the inner court for priests, the great outer court, and bronze doors for the temple entrance. The master craftsman Huram Abi from Tyre made all the bronze items, the pillars, basins, oxen, utensils, and decorations in great quantity, too much to weigh. Okay. The magnitude of the work mirrors God's abundance. His house is filled with beauty, order, and glory. The sixth part of this chapter covers the golden utensils. Finally, Solomon made the gold altar of incense, the tables for the consecrated bread, the lampstands and lamps, the snuffers, bowls, dishes, and fire pans, all of pure gold. The doors of the temple leading to the inner sanctuary were also overlaid with gold. Every item, great or small, had divine purpose. Worship touches every detail of life before God. What are the key lessons from the 2 Chronicles chapter 4? Okay, the first one is sacrifice is central to worship. The bronze altar stands first. Forgiveness always comes before fellowship. Second, purity prepares us for God's presence. The Great Sea reminds us that holiness requires cleansing, a heart washed before entering His house. The third lesson of this chapter is excellence glorifies God. From the gold lampstand to the bronze oxen, every detail is crafted to honor Him. The fourth lesson is light and bread symbolize His presence. God provides illumination, which is truth, and sustenance, which is life, both found in His temple. The 2 Chronicles chapter 4 in summary details the sacred furnishing Solomon made for the temple, the bronze altar of sacrifice, the great sea for cleansing, and the golden furniture for worship. Every object reflected God's holiness, order, and provision, preparing a house for His glorious presence.